In a landscape where cyber threats are ever evolving, the need for robust security measures has never been more pressing. A recent article from the Hacker News, published on November 19, 2025, highlights a significant shift in how organizations can better protect their digital environments. The focus is on a strategy known as ring-fencing, which goes beyond traditional security measures. This approach allows organizations to define and limit what trusted applications can access, effectively reducing the risk of misuse by threat actors. As cybercriminals increasingly exploit legitimate software, implementing such containment strategies is crucial for maintaining security integrity. In this video, we'll explore how ring-fencing works, its benefits, and best practices for implementation. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Ring-fencing is an innovative cybersecurity strategy that enhances application containment by providing a granular level of control over approved software. Unlike traditional allow listing, which simply denies access to unapproved applications, ring-fencing actively restricts what trusted applications can do within a network. This means that even applications deemed safe can be limited in their capabilities, ensuring they cannot access sensitive files, initiate unauthorized processes, or communicate with external servers without explicit permission. One of the unique features of ring-fencing is its ability to mitigate the risks posed by living off the land tactics, where cybercriminals exploit legitimate software to carry out attacks. By enforcing strict policies on how applications can interact with each other and the system, ring-fencing effectively isolates potential threats and reduces the attack surface that malicious actors can exploit. For instance, if an application like Microsoft Word is compromised, ring-fencing can prevent it from launching PowerShell or accessing critical system directories, thus thwarting further malicious activity. The implementation of ring-fencing requires a carefully structured approach. Organizations begin by deploying monitoring agents to establish a clear baseline of application behavior. This phase is crucial, as it allows security teams to identify legitimate application interactions before enforcing restrictive policies. Following this, simulated enforcement can be conducted to determine the potential impact of new restrictions, ensuring that business-critical functions remain operational while enhancing security. Moreover, ring-fencing aligns with compliance goals by ensuring that applications operate within the permissions they require, which is essential for meeting regulatory standards. This proactive containment strategy not only enhances security but also contributes to operational efficiency by significantly reducing the number of alerts generated in security operations centers. As organizations embrace ring-fencing, they shift from a reactive stance to a more robust, proactive defense, reinforcing the zero-trust model by ensuring that every application operates strictly within its intended boundaries. This strategic containment not only protects sensitive data but also maintains the integrity of essential business processes. The mechanism of ring-fencing, how it works. Ring-fencing operates as a sophisticated layer of application containment that enhances security by meticulously controlling the interactions of trusted software. This approach is essential in a landscape where even approved applications can be exploited by cybercriminals. By establishing precise rules governing what an application can access, be it files, registry keys, or network resources, ring-fencing effectively minimizes the risk of misuse. A key aspect of ring-fencing is its ability to thwart lateral movement within a network. By isolating application behaviors, it prevents compromised processes from easily spreading across systems. This containment strategy restricts outbound network traffic, which is crucial in thwarting attacks that rely on communication with malicious external servers. For instance, if a trusted application is compromised, ring-fencing can ensure that it cannot reach out to an attacker-controlled endpoint for further instructions. Moreover, the containment of high-risk applications such as legacy scripts or macros is a critical feature of ring-fencing. By enforcing policies that limit these applications from executing potentially harmful actions, like launching PowerShell or accessing sensitive directories, organizations can significantly reduce their exposure to threats. This proactive stance not only protects sensitive data but also aligns with compliance goals, as it ensures that applications operate strictly within their designated permissions. The implementation of ring-fencing involves a structured process that begins with monitoring and establishing a baseline of application behavior. Initial deployment in a controlled environment allows security teams to gather insights without disrupting normal operations. Following this, simulations can be employed to predict the impact of new policies, allowing for adjustments before full enforcement. As organizations scale their ring-fencing policies, they benefit from a notable reduction in security operations center alerts, which can decrease by up to 90%. This operational efficiency not only alleviates alert fatigue but also optimizes resource allocation within cybersecurity teams. The ultimate goal of ring-fencing is to create a resilient security posture that transitions organizations from a reactive to a proactive stance, making the environment significantly more secure against evolving cyber threats. Implementing ring-fencing. Steps for organizations. To successfully implement ring-fencing, organizations must adopt a structured, phased approach that minimizes disruption while enhancing security. The first step involves establishing a baseline by deploying a monitoring agent. This agent should initially be placed in a controlled environment, often referred to as a guinea pig group, to observe and log application activities without imposing any restrictions. This phase, known as learning mode, provides critical insights into how applications behave within the network. Following the baseline establishment, organizations should move to simulation and enforcement. Utilizing a unified audit, security teams can conduct simulations to identify potential blockages that would occur under new policies. This proactive auditing allows teams to fine-tune the policies, ensuring that legitimate business functions are not inadvertently disrupted. The focus should initially be on high-risk applications known for their potential weaponization, such as PowerShell and command prompt. Once the policies are validated, the next phase involves scaling and refinement. Organizations should gradually deploy ring-fencing policies across the broader network, starting with less critical applications before addressing more complex or high-risk areas. Continuous review and refinement of these policies are essential, as it helps in removing unused or ineffective rules that could clutter the security landscape. Strategic deployment is key to maximizing the effectiveness of ring-fencing. A best practice is to start small, applying new policies to non-critical groups first and addressing the most dangerous software early in the process. Regular monitoring of the unified audit ensures that any potential issues are addressed before policies are secured, thus avoiding disruptions to legitimate operations. Moreover, combining ring-fencing with other security measures, such as application allow listing and storage control, enhances its effectiveness. This multi-layered approach not only fortifies security but also aligns with compliance standards, ensuring that applications operate within their necessary boundaries. In summary, implementing ring-fencing is not just about enhancing security, it is a transformative strategy that shifts organizations from a reactive to a proactive security posture. By focusing on operational efficiency and minimizing user friction, organizations can significantly reduce alert fatigue and improve their overall security landscape. As organizations embrace ring-fencing, the broader implications for cybersecurity are becoming increasingly evident. This approach not only enhances the security posture but also drives operational efficiencies across the board. By implementing granular application containment, companies can significantly reduce the volume of alerts generated, leading to a remarkable decrease in Security Operations Center (SOC) workload. In some instances, organizations report a reduction of up to 90% in alerts, which alleviates alert fatigue among cybersecurity teams and allows them to focus on more strategic initiatives. Moreover, ring-fencing contributes to a more resilient infrastructure by preventing the misuse of trusted applications, effectively neutralizing a common tactic employed by cybercriminals, leveraging legitimate software to execute malicious activities. This containment strategy is particularly vital in environments that rely on legacy applications, which often present vulnerabilities that can be exploited. By limiting the capabilities of such applications, organizations not only bolster their defenses but also align their security measures with compliance frameworks and best practices, such as the CIS controls. The implementation of ring-fencing also fosters a culture of proactive cybersecurity. Rather than merely reacting to incidents, organizations can adopt a mindset focused on prevention and risk management. This shift not only enhances security but also has tangible business benefits. By minimizing application overreach, companies can maintain critical workflows, particularly in departments like finance that rely on legacy macros, without compromising security. In summary, the integration of ring-fencing into cybersecurity strategies represents a paradigm shift that enhances both security and operational efficiency. As organizations navigate the complexities of today's threat landscape, adopting such advanced containment measures is becoming not just a necessity, but a strategic advantage in safeguarding their digital environments. As organizations navigate the complexities of cybersecurity, the implementation of ring-fencing represents a pivotal evolution in application security strategies. This technique not only enhances security postures but also aligns with the Zero Trust framework, fundamentally reshaping how applications interact within the network. One of the most compelling advantages of ring-fencing is its ability to mitigate lateral movement within compromised environments. By strictly controlling the interactions of approved applications, organizations can prevent attackers from leveraging legitimate software to traverse networks undetected. This containment strategy significantly reduces the risk of widespread breaches, ensuring that even if an application is compromised, the potential for damage is contained. Furthermore, ring-fencing serves as a critical defense against data exfiltration and ransomware attacks. By enforcing policies that restrict application access to sensitive data paths, organizations can effectively block unauthorized data transfers and limit the reach of malicious software. This proactive approach not only protects valuable information but also aids in fulfilling compliance requirements, as organizations can demonstrate adherence to best practices in data protection. The implementation of ring-fencing also emphasizes the importance of continuous monitoring and refinement of security policies. Organizations are encouraged to regularly assess their containment strategies, ensuring that they remain effective against evolving threats. This iterative process not only strengthens security defenses but also fosters a culture of vigilance and adaptability within security teams. In addition, the operational efficiencies gained through ring-fencing cannot be overlooked. By significantly reducing the number of alerts generated by security operations centers, organizations can alleviate alert fatigue among cybersecurity professionals. This enables teams to focus on high-priority threats rather than being overwhelmed by an influx of notifications, ultimately leading to more effective incident response. As organizations look to the future, the integration of ring-fencing into their security frameworks will be crucial. This strategy not only bolsters defenses against sophisticated cyber threats but also supports business continuity by allowing critical applications to function without unnecessary disruption. The shift towards a proactive security posture, facilitated by ring-fencing, positions organizations to better withstand the challenges of an increasingly hostile cyber landscape. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.